Hi, welcome back to the channel, and today we've got a very exciting challenge for our Citroen Ami, because today we are going to turn Elton into an estate agent's car. We're going to go uphill, down dale, up narrow passages, all around this area with a local property expert who is going to give us the inside story on what you need to know if you're going to buy property on the French Riviera. And along the way we're going to visit 3 incredible properties. So let's go, Elton. So we are just on our way now to meet our local property expert, and I should warn fans of Mr. Boo who are worried that this seat is again empty. Mr. Boo is going to be putting in a guest appearance today in one of these properties. I wonder how he will reveal himself. I mean, not literally, obviously. Well, some of you might prefer that. So coming down here, this is a 50 zone now, and as you can see, we're keeping up with all the rest of the traffic, and there's certainly nobody behind us being held up, or if they are, it's not to do with us, it's that Peugeot. The Résidence Lange Gardienne. Lange Gardienne. Mr. Boo would correct my French there. Which is a very nice residence here with a swimming pool, and even a little snack bar. And actually there are apartments in here that are quite a bit more affordable, one of which I think is coming on the market, and if it does I shall pop it up on the screen by the magic of television. Hi Kristin, welcome to Elton.
Thank you.
That's as far as the door opens.
Perfect. VIP.
This is your little bag slot. Here, you can put your little bag in there.
Thank you.
And I'll put my little bag there.
Perfect.
And then you can have this extra cushioning, especially for you.
It's very nice. Nice. It's bigger than expected.
That's it. A lot of people say that to me.
It's surprising. I was thinking it was a really small box, but
it's because there's all the glass. It's quite surprising when you get in it, and also, you know, there's kind of more leg room than you think. Can I clip this on you without offending your boobies?
No, not at all.
It'll annoy you all day, but it's got to be there.
It's furry, so I like fur.
I'll make sure that you've got furry nipples.
Thank goodness with this heat.
There you go.
Doesn't.
That's
there you
the
go.
door. To open the door, you pull that strap.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
And the seat belt's just behind.
Perfect. I feel like I'm behind you.
You are. That's why Mr. Boo gets to upstage me every time we drive around.
Yes,
because I'm talking
he's
away,
the star.
thinking I'm Don't say that.
He is.
Did you hear that?
Uh-oh.
She just said Mr.
I'm
Boo
on
is the star.
This is the wrong way. Do you want to go by the Nelco?
Pardon.
Do you want to go down by the Nelco?
No, I'll go out this way. I didn't realise it was one way. That was that would have been a good start, wouldn't it? How do we describe you? Are you an estate agent, or are you a property finder, or are you both?
I'm a property hunter, and I specialize with English speakers or Anglophones.
Anglophones, like me?
Yes, exactly.
People like me who are rubbish at French. Because we're now on our way to our first property, which is actually in the old town of VILLEFRANCHE. This is exciting because this is the first time we've ever driven our Citroen Ami into the village. So you have to stick your...
Make sure the guy is not sleeping. And...
Oh yes, you have to buzz him.
Oh yes, to open that door. It's,
Just pull.
It's like an airplane.
It is like an airplane.
Emergency exit.
It is.
Bonjour, je suis Riviera King. On est les choses à déposer. 2 minutes. Okay. The agency. Thank you.
Oh, and there the barrier comes up. Do you want to get back in? Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm on the brake now.
Don't run over
Mr. Boo goes crazy. I'm always doing that. He gets half in and then I press the accelerator and he's like, "Arr!" So this is your office, isn't it?
Yes.
There we see, we're bringing it all in. And of course, up until, well, when I first came to Villefranche, maybe even up to about 10 years ago, you could actually drive through here.
Okay.
All the time. You could drive to the railway station. It was a through road because this is, of course, Rue Pelou. This is the main thoroughfare of the old town, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
And you could drive through to the railway station. Now, of course, there are many restaurants and things, and
I think this is as far as we can go.
is it?
Yes, but we could try.
We might try and let's be naughty. Do you think we'll turn around at the end?
Yes, I don't. Well, why not?
I've seen
Don't
cars.
get any tourists.
Seen cars parked at the end. This could be a disaster. This could be another one of my great ideas where
I've never seen a car come this far.
where I drive through a mountain village and cause chaos.
Okay.
You definitely
It's
used to be
exciting.
able to drive right through here. I mean, I guess the police will tell us if. But this is giving you a flavour of what the old town of Villefranche is like, which is where our first property is, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
It's incredibly atmospheric, isn't it?
Yes.
It's incredibly authentic. I would say perhaps in summertime becomes a little less authentic because it becomes quite busy and
Of course.
it's very popular
It's a
because
destination.
it's a global destination. Even Emily in Paris, she came. That's how posh it is. So I'm hoping when we get up here we might be able to turn around. It's a good drive though, whatever. This is the old village fountain where all the village decisions used to be made. People would stand around here and have a debate. It's the,
Bonjour.
Bonjour. It's getting narrower, Kristin. Getting narrower. Look, you see there's a motorbike here. I think it's allowed. Ooh, we might scrape.
There you go. Amazing.
Oh, this is a bit narrow too. There used to be a man park a car here. Possibly in another life. Oh. Quite well out. Oh, now
Well,
I think we can turn round here. Let's not get stuck in the road. Do we see what's around this corner? I'm so nosy.
wow.
I don't want to knock another motorbike over though.
I collaborate with agencies all over the French Riviera, and so I work very well with Jeannette, who works for Mo, and she has recently opened a gallery real estate agency in Villefranche in Old Town here, and it's Art House.
It's all the rage, these gallery real estate agencies. Two!
Yes, but we're unique.
This is the number one here, and we like, the copycats on a lower level here down the alley.
No, not at all. They're a real art gallery in terms of they deal with art and they have vernissage and really upscale artists who have a reputation.
Oh, show us in, Kristin.
All right. So our first visit
Up the stairs.
is an apartment on the second floor. So we have a few stairs.
Now this is quite typical of the old town. Stairs.
Yes.
There are very few apartments, apart from obviously ground floor ones, that don't have quite steep stairs, don't they?
Exactly. And there's no elevators.
Yeah, none.
Here's the
Aw.
dog.
This is the owner.
Yes, this is the owner.
Check. Hi, Check.
And she's very, she.
He, she, they, hit.
So, we're coming. Hi. Hello. So, welcome to the apartment.
Very nice. Welcome to the dog.
Hi.
Hello, dog.
We met the
Hi.
dog.
How are you?
This is the owner, Joelle. And
Bonjour. Ça va?
she's gonna take the dog for a walk. An apartment of 76 square meters. Beautiful view of the sea. And you're literally 2 seconds from the port. You have the kitchen open area, which we call American kitchen. And It's an open space, which is very nice, with very high ceilings.
Show us into the bedroom,
So,
Kristin.
I'm going to show you into the bedroom and the toilet area. So you have your first bedroom, which actually looks out into the Welcome Hotel,
Gorgeous writing desk.
which is a famous hotel.
Yeah, so we're behind the Welcome for people who know Villefranche. This is the rear of the Welcome, as it were.
Actually, space with a large bathtub, which is rare in France,
True,
particularly in the old village.
Yeah,
So
I
you have a
love a
bathtub.
tub, I have to say.
And the second bedroom, which is also quite spacious because there's a second side that she divided with her armoire. And it also looks out to the...
So there's kind of an office area. Well, there is an office area, isn't there? Very nice. So we've got 2 bedrooms, we've got 1 bathroom, we've got nice open plan living, we've got a kitchen, we've got fantastic location right next to the port, right behind the Welcome. You can nip down for a glass of wine, early evening, have a nibble, watch the world go by. And the price tag on this property is...
610,000.
So what does this work out per square meter?
So in fact, the square meter is around 8,000. To be exact, 8,026 per square meter.
And is that kind of typical of the old town with a sea view?
Yes, the sea view adds 30% onto the price. So basically, you have to take into account the sea view and the renovation.
Yeah.
So it's a fair price. Everything is negotiable, is my slogan. So.
But in France, it's not. People often think you can put in a sort of 30 or 40% lower offer. That doesn't wash, does it really?
You don't want to offend the owner.
Right.
Because that could close the negotiation.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you have to be fair. It is high season. It is a great location. You're in the heart of the old town. It rents very well. So there's.
What do you think this would rent for?
1,600 a week in high season.
And high season being July, August?
Yes.
So if you were looking to come here as an owner, which many owners do in, say, September and May, and then rent the place for July and August, the
Yes.
hottest, the busiest months, you can
Exactly.
recoup quite a lot of money. Doing a quick calculation, maybe about 12, 13, 14,000 in rental income, perhaps?
Yes, even more. Yearly, you could go up to 16, 17,000,
Yeah.
depending, because, you know, it rents outside of the high season also.
Sure,
You have mid-season, you have very high season.
Grand
so-
Prix, Cannes Film Festival.
Exactly.
My birthday.
Your
People
birthday.
often come en masse for my birthday. Great. Let's now go on to the second of our properties. On Rue Pelou?
No, it is on Henri Bias.
Henri Bias. Ah, so this is Rue Henri Bias,
Yes.
and this becomes Rue Pelou at the bottom.
Yes, exactly.
Ah, intriguing.
So it's a very cute street.
Very cute street.
Very typical of the old town. And we're actually going to visit a townhouse of 3 levels. And this townhouse is one of the only townhouses in the old town.
Right.
So it's very unique.
How do you define a townhouse?
A townhouse is usually multi-leveled house.
Right.
It has its own building, although it is attached to another building, but it's basically an entity on its own in terms of...
So no shared public parts.
Exactly.
I get you.
Exactly. Welcome to the first level.
How lovely.
So you see a design that is unique and actually...
It's a little bit Greek, isn't it? It's like a
Yes.
Greek feel.
Yes.
It's lovely.
You have a vaulted ceiling. It's very pure design, minimalist,
Yeah.
with a touch of Mediterranean. So the stairs are actually made in a way that's very pure
Yeah.
and
Lovely.
so.
Let's go
I'll
upstairs.
take you upstairs to the second level. So this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, which is very nice to have 2 bathrooms, and is rare in the old village.
Gorgeous
So we
library.
have the library, So it's a nice touch to have a sitting reading area.
Yeah.
And you have the 2 bedrooms here. So I'll let you take a little tour.
So this is
So lots of light.
gorgeous light in here, yeah.
Yes. And this one is attached to a great bathroom.
So ensuite.
And let me turn on the lights. So you have again a bathtub, which is surprising.
Wow. It's a double bathtub day.
Yes, it's a double bathtub day. And you have your bidet, which is
Very French.
very French.
Keep your champagne cooling
Yes.
and diddly a bit.
Exactly. Marble floors.
Yeah.
The second bedroom, which also is a very light with huge windows. And actually the view, we'll wait till the next level to see the view.
Okay.
But you see the
Lovely.
layout. So it's nice to have bedrooms on either side.
Yeah. I'm
well-
loving this staircase. I think it's magical.
Yes, actually the owner put that in. She
great.
renovated years
So another
ago.
bathroom off the library.
Yes.
So this is the reading room and another bath.
Yes,
Wowza.
another bath.
And another shower around here, maybe? No.
This is just a bathroom.
This is just a bathroom.
bath.
Fabulous.
So,
Loving the library. Loving the library.
and so we go to the third level. So a townhouse like this, it's not a duplex because it actually has 3 levels. And you have a fantastic room up here that gives out to a beautiful terrace
And
and
2
open space.
beautiful Eileen Gray chairs here.
Exactly. The owner
And an-
has a touch of
And
design.
an Eileen Gray
Nice.
table. That could actually be that's the genuine real deal with a little hook. I'm a bit of an Eileen Gray fan.
Ah. And yes, so you have your sitting area.
Sitting area complete with piano.
Yes.
And this is
let me
lovely. Look at
show
this
you.
beautiful crockery. How wonderful.
Yes, she has.
It's
beautiful
gorgeous.
pottery.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Does the pottery come with the house?
It could be negotiable.
I'd
Everything's
want the
negotiable.
pottery. I love the pottery. And a nice little kitchen. And a nice room divider. This is quite
Yes, this is
cool
very
as well. This is could be Eileen Gray too, I would say, in the style of.
And then it has a terrace of 20 square meters.
Right,
So the townhouse is actually 117 square meters.
right. Wow. And
And we
then
don't count the terrace in the square meters, so you add the 20.
oh, that's interesting. But effectively, this is how big? 20.
20 square meters.
So in the summer you're going to be, well, really from May through to October you're going to be out here most days.
Yes. And in
truth.
the winter, it's surprising.
Yeah, in the sun. Yeah, absolutely.
It's an inside-outside type of living.
Yeah.
Which we all know in the French
There
Riviera.
you can see just up
And you
there
have
the church,
the church.
so you don't lose track of the time.
Yes.
$1 million, $1 trillion big question is, Kristin, how much?
Well, the price tag on this beautiful, unique property, which is a townhouse, which is very unique, is $1,195,000, which comes to $10,200 per square meter, which
Okay.
is justified by the uniqueness of a townhouse.
It's
which
beautiful. It really is very beautiful.
completely designed and completely refurbished with a beautiful terrace and a great location.
It's true. And what about rental income? What might you make on rental from this?
The rental is quite interesting because it can rent for $2,100 per week in high season, and year round it rents almost the same,
Right.
depending on the month.
Well, now take us on to our third property. Now do this spectacular drive up into the mountains. We're going to go via Leopolda, so we're going to go past the world's most expensive house, or it was the world's most expensive house, the villa of Lily Safra, who died recently, and then we're going to go right up to La Turbie. Tell us in very layman's terms, Kristin, the buying process in France, is it complicated?
Actually, the process is pretty simple.
Yeah.
The one point is it can take time.
Right.
So basically you make an offer on a property.
Yeah.
And at that point the offer must be accepted by the owner.
Yeah.
So there's a negotiation process. In France you cannot overbid.
Right.
So you have to stay at the price or under,
Right.
which is a difference in terms of like the US where you could overbid
Yeah.
a property. After, if it's accepted, that point it goes to the notary, which is a state-appointed type of legal worker who protects the buyer.
Mm-hmm.
So basically the notary goes through the papers, makes sure there's nothing wrong with the building, with the property, it's legal to sell, etc., etc. And at that point, the notary takes the offer and transforms it into a first signature called the compromis.
Right.
So this first signature, at this point, the buyer puts down a deposit of between 5 and 10%.
Right.
So this deposit is forfeited after 10 days, which means you have 10 days to back out.
So you have a 10-day cooling off period.
Yes, exactly. And at that point, after the 10 days, there's no backing out unless you forfeit your deposit.
Right.
And
Interestingly, as we're coming up here past the great Leopolda villa, of course, that is exactly what happened to Leopolda, is that the Russian buyer in 2008, who I think had paid 500 million for it, with a 50 million deposit, backed out because the financial crash came. And he sacrificed 50 million. I think it was one of the most expensive backouts that ever achieved. But he clearly thought that it was going to go down in value, and he pulled it.
Yes.
I don't think I'll have that problem.
I don't think so at this point, but that is bad luck.
Traffic here. First sign of anger. A white van man. They're usually white van men, my enemies. Sorry, I'm sure there are lots of lovely white van men out there. But I do find professional drivers, they think they own the road, don't they?
Yes.
And so and taxi drivers similarly get very irate if they've been held up. I get it, it's their living. Well, this is my living, apparently. So, we're hoping our villa is in 210 metres. Just imagine if the ancient mariners had had Google Maps, what lives they'd have led.
Oh, yes. It would have changed everything.
It would. Left or straight on?
It looks like... Just a second.
Is it there? Could it be that one? What number is it?
I think we made a turn. We're at the Résidence Les Hôtes de Monte Carlo. Too far. 80 meters.
There
so
she
there
is.
she is. Perfect.
We spy the collaborator. In here? Oh, in there. Okay. Wow, we did it.
There's no hood.
That's strange, there is no hood.
You're close.
Am I too close? I think I'm okay.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Don't want to get this wrong, it's quite a drop down to the sea.
It's a good way to end.
So, we've arrived. Listen, I hear in the distance the roar of Moses' triumph. Who could it be?
Luca, can we open the gate? There's one more person. If you just ring the bell also, I think it'll open. Super. Thank you.
The tension is palpable. Who is going to come through the grey door? The grey doors are opening. Look! It's TV's Mr. Boo! Oh, apparently there's no show without Mr. Punch, and you're the star. Mr. Boo, you need a new scooter. You definitely need an e-scooter, don't you?
I need a new refresher.
Because this is dropping to pieces and it's ecologically unsound. Jeannette is going to show us round.
So we're in La Turbie now, a little bit higher up, which is just a community above Monaco and like 10 minutes down to Monaco. And we have actually a national monument, which is the Trophée d'Auguste, which is, you know, I invite you to visit after, which is quite an impressive Roman
Trophée
statue.
des Alpes.
Yes, that's it.
That's it. Been many
Voilà.
times. It's lovely.
There's Luca Catalano.
Bonjour, Luca.
Hi, Luca.
Thank you for doing this.
No problem.
Tim, she rented out this afternoon.
Ah,
And we just have this little window to visit
It's a
the property.
changeover day.
Yeah, changeover day.
Exactly.
So it's, you know, people
yeah,
are
it's
cleaning,
used up for the next.
organizing.
oh,
and
that's fine.
gives you a bit of a reality check of what it all is, what the owner has to do for a rental in the summer, you know.
I'm excited to see that view. I think
Okay.
it's probably quite special, isn't it?
Let's go, yes. So I'd recommend that we start on the bottom bit. The
Right.
villa is on 3 levels. Kitchen, dining area. So the owners bought the place. It was an old Provençal property. They renovated it completely, the owners. They made it modern, they added a level, and it's now on 3 floors. Latest specs, as I said, it's 330 square meters. We have
330. Wow, it's big.
and you have 7 bedrooms, you have 5 bathrooms, sauna, jacuzzi, a hammam, Turkish bath, and you have this heated swimming pool that is absolutely lovely with a barbecue area we will see in a minute, and a view onto Saint Jean Cap Ferrat. So and you have that area over there where you can actually put a fire pitch in, which and so even in the winter, because they do rent out for Christmas period, and then you know you can sit out with your fur covers and have a little barbecue.
Go very hig, very Scandi.
Yes, yes. But you know the temperature is a little bit cooler than in Villefranche by like 4 degrees, which is obviously a good thing in the summer. That's why people choose it. And in the winter it gets a bit chillier up here, but still. So the property has 3 fireplaces, obviously not needed now, but in the winter it's quite lovely to have it here in the kitchen. Then we're going to go up in a minute to the living room, and then upstairs in the master bedroom is another one. So for romantic moments, we will see that in a minute.
It's cozy because sometimes houses in the south of France are very much constructed for summer, but when you get to winter they can feel a little bit chilly, and I think those fires and things would be
The
great.
house owner is a German lady, and she put the female touch in there. So there is the design element is there, but there's there's something a little bit more female, more comfort orientated, which sometimes lacks in those modern properties you can find here.
What have you discovered, Mr. Boo?
Oh, I'm just, hanging out in the gym.
Yeah, sweating and meditate.
But then I can sweat even more in the sauna and steam.
Oh, I'm not letting you go into a steam room by yourself.
However, the 2 of you could go in here. Come along. We have a jacuzzi or
a jacuzzi with a view.
Yes.
So there's the fabulous jacuzzi. I like this floating chair, look, that's just drifted. That's so cool, watch. So you can float up and down the pool and look at that view, which is down there is Saint Jean Cap Ferrat. So here's the steam room, and then next door, the sauna. Got it all going on. This is the relaxing area by the steam room.
It's a bit covered today, but you have here like this beautiful fireplace. So when you're inside, you can actually have a sea view through your fireplace.
Wow.
So we have the nanny flat or the guest apartment that can be, of course, integrated to the house, but with a separate, it sleeps 2 people though. It's like a living area, and then
not
your
bad
bedroom.
for the nanny.
Yeah, n'est-ce pas?
Nice view.
And then we have Mr. Boo testing the water
Just do
closet.
this. So this is also the nanny flat.
This is the nanny flat, yeah.
potentially.
Or if you have a teenage son,
Teenage
who
son.
gets home in the middle of the night.
Guest
So-
that you only moderately like.
So
Mr. Boo's in the bathroom.
very glamorous. The master. I think you should probably have a test run of the view if you lay down on the bed.
It's not a bad view, is it?
It's okay.
When should we move in?
Well, I think we could probably move in by the end of the week.
Okay. You got the moolah?
Yeah.
I thought you were sitting on the
That's not the toilet, Mr. Boo.
No, so I can like talk to you while you're having a bath at the end of the day.
Oh, how repulsive.
Cave.
And this is the sort of man cave, kid cave with video games and bean bags and everything you could dream of as a teenager. So the $1 million question is, how much is this villa?
So the property is on the market today for €2,950,000.
2,950,000. If I was thinking about buying it and then renting it, what would the weekly rent be?
So they actually rent it out mainly on a monthly basis. For example, August for €36,000 a month. In July it's €32,000 a month, and then during the other periods it can be lower, like 18,000 and up, but you know, negotiable every time, depends how long guests stay. And then obviously you have Grand Prix period, and the Christmas period is another a good period to rent out, and Grand Prix is like 10,000 for 5 days, up depending on how long the guests want to stay. So.
Well, big thanks to Kristin and Jeannette for showing us these incredible properties. Hope that's given you some insight into the realities of buying property here on the French Riviera. I also hope it's shown you that, well, I think Elton had made quite a good estate agent's car, don't you?
I'm sure.
He was good at turning, good at parking. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like, please give us a comment, and possibly buy us a coffee. Hope you have a great week. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye-bye.